Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the Foolish Fish Esoteric News with your weekly updates on the worlds of esoteric and occult book publishing and arts and events and paraphernalia. And thank you so much for joining me for this episode. And a big thank you to Miskatonic Books for sponsoring this show. Miskatonicbooks.com are a fantastic resource, guys. If you don't know miskatonicbooks.com yet, go and check out their website. It is amazing. It's like an Aladdin's treasure cove, you know. It's a cave. It's just a wonderful resource. Go and check out their website. Go and check out their social media. Facebook is the place where I guess they're the most active. But yeah, if we just open up miskatonicbooks.com and have a look at what they've got some fantastic fare, folks. There's some classic fare, of course, but also some books that have been out of print for a long time. Here's the first edition of the Hecateon. Oh my goodness, that first edition was so beautiful. They've all been very beautiful since then, of course, but yeah, lots and lots of very cool stuff. Got the somatic limited edition of the Liber Umbrarum, and we've got many others. I received my copy of Sigrun and the Mist, which is an exclusive from Miskatonic Books. Just yesterday, I received that in the post, folks. I'm so excited to show you a closer look at all of this. And yeah, I've read just the first few pages. It's wonderful, just as you might imagine. So go and check out miskatonicbooks.com just for a little treat, or a big treat, in fact. And speaking of Miskatonic Books, let's talk a little bit about their Wishlist Wednesdays coming back November and December 2024. Starting in November and going through Christmas, there will be Wishlist Wednesdays. Miskatonic Books will be randomly giving away free books on customers' wish lists. Make sure your wish lists are well stocked, folks. To be eligible for your wish list to be drawn at random, you need to have an active account at Miskatonic Books. If you've checked out as a guest in the past but not made an account, you will not be eligible. At least one order placed through Miskatonic Books in your account in 2024, and an active wish list with at least 3 in-stock products listed. All eligible account holders with wish lists will get up to 3 entries for completing the above. Each Wednesday, we will draw randomly a wish list and fill with at least one of them. Shipping will also be free worldwide for these giveaways. Isn't that cool? Isn't that awesome? So those dates are November 20th, 27th, December 4th, all the Wednesdays until December 25th, Christmas. So yeah, very cool. Make sure your wish lists are up to date, folks. Okay, let's have a look at a few more bits of information this week. Liber Umbrarum, the Book of Shadows, has been released for pre-orders. It's available for £50. If I understand correctly, it's the hardcover pre-order only. Please allow 2 to 3 months for shipping. So if you haven't seen my previous shows where I was talking about Liber Umbrarum, there's a good reason why this is so early in today's show. It's just so exciting. It's a complete 6-month system of practice for conjuration of elemental spirits, demons, planetary archangels, and the Holy Guardian Angel. The practice is a synthesis of material from the Abramelin, the Key of Solomon, and the Heptameron, with elements from the Arbatel. All my favorites, right? The Magus and the writings of Eliphas Levi. The structure and composition make this as a much more viable and practical method than the Abramelin for communicating with the Holy Guardian Angel in the modern age. So this is I'm just so excited for this particular one. The instructions include preparation for the temple, the oratory, daily prayers, clothing, diet, as well as rules for daily life and specific directions for 3 groups of 2 lunar cycles. Go and check this out, folks. I think it's going to be quite a significant new entry in the occult world of grimoires. Very lovely stuff from Hadean Press over there. Okay, let's see what else we have from Revelor Press. Persephone's revolution is nothing short of a tour de force, says Rick Levine. This book offers a positive vision of the future that is grounded in cutting-edge astrology. So what are we looking at here? Persephone's revolution, Pluto's path to the end of empire. For nearly 2 decades, astrologer Rosie Finn researched world history and tracked the trends of events occurring at critical stages of Pluto's orbital cycle. She measured the planet's path of declination, its position north or south of the celestial equator, and found a surprisingly coherent pattern. The rise and fall of empires correlated with periods of Pluto being out of bounds, beyond the limit set by the Via Solaris and our Earth's orbit. What's more, due to the obliquity of the Earth's axis decreasing, these periods of extremism are coming to an end. Pluto will be going out of bounds for a final time from 2025 to 2035, and when it returns from that journey, it will no longer stray out of bounds for thousands of years. When Rosie approached me to publish this book with Revelor, I was skeptical of her claim. After reading the manuscript and working with her for the past 18 months to bring this book into the world, I am filled with a rooted sense of hope and a firm orientation and optimism despite so many crises unfolding throughout the world. Her work joins the few books I've read that mark a before and after. She changes the way my mind works. She changed the way my mind works, and I'm grateful to her for the gentle persistence of her insights. You don't need to be an astrologer to understand her thesis, but if you are one, it'll make your astrology sharper too. We have been preparing this book for publication all year with an initial release date of January that came and went. The egregore of the book kept saying, wait, not yet. Well, today it's clear it's ready now. For this moment, for you, this world, the official release date is November 21st. Reserve your copy today and be the first to join Persephone's revolution. That's really nice. So that's from Revelor Press. If you head over to Revelor Press, you just need to click on this order button over here. Actually, I'll leave both links: the link to this newsletter and the link, of course, to where you can actually put in your order to order through Revelor Press. Persephone's Revolution, Pluto's Path to the End of Empire. Okay, let's move on to new Starfire Publishing book. So Starfire Publishing have been publishing Kenneth Grant's books, right? And so they are now releasing Volume 1, the major works of Frater Achad. I only know QBL from Frater Achad, which is on the reading list by Lon-Milo Duquette, I believe. Anyway, he recommends it warmly, so that's all I can really say about it. Let's see, it's a sympathetic presentation of Achad's rich body of work across several volumes. The first volume, currently in preparation and now set for publication in spring 2025, collects together what are widely considered to be the 3 major works. QBL, or The Bride's Reception, which Achad published in 1922. It's a short Kabbalistic treatise on the nature and use of the Tree of Life. By the way, it's understood to be a little contentious, right? Contentious, is that the right word? Yeah, possibly. Okay. Its chapters consider amongst other matters the formation of the tree, its correspondences with the Hebrew alphabet, the tarot trumps, the planets and the zodiacal signs, the 4 worlds and their correspondences with the minor arcana of the tarot, and the Kabbalah of the various forms of gematria. In a lengthy appendix, Achad outlined a reformed attribution of the tarot trumps to the paths of the Tree of Life, and I think that's what's a little contentious. Like, some people disagree with it, some people are really impressed with it. It's probably going to be up to you to make your mind up about that. And alluded to the incoming of the Aeon of Truth and Justice as foreshadowed in the Book of the Law. The interest generated by QBL led Achad to reissue it in 1925. Okay, so there we are. Then the Egyptian revival, or the ever coming sun of the sun in the light of the tarot. Excuse me. And then the third one would be the anatomy of the body of God. I'll let you read the blurbs for those in your own time. Links down in the description. You can put your pre-orders in very confidently with Starfire Publishing. Their even though their website is awful, it's still worth they're trustworthy. They will send you your books. Okay, then we've got a new book by Rémy Boyer. So The Way Without Masters, this collection of non-dualist texts by Rémy Boyer, forms an anthology that is both classic and singular, traditional and avant-garde, in response to a suggestion made to the author in 1998 by Lima de Freitas. The avant-gardes widen the breach in opacity so that the tradition can slip in. Yeah, for those of you who don't know Rémy Boyer, I guess I believe he is related to the Martinism. So the philosophical, metaphysical, alchemical, and poetic texts gathered and expanded in this volume were published in France, Spain, and Portugal in a dispersed manner over the last 3 decades. They relate to the philosophies of awakening, the traditions of internal alchemy, and non-dual metaphysics. But above all, they convey a method and a discipline of the arcane implemented on a daily basis. There we go. So if you're interested in the concept of non-dualism in a broadly, I'm going to say, mystical Christian, from a broadly mystical Christian perspective, I say very broadly because obviously Martinism is much bigger than just Christianity. This could be very interesting to you guys. So go and check out the pre-orders on order in paperback and hardcover. I'll let you read the entire. There we go. Specializing in the philosophy of Louis-Claude de Saint-Martin Martinism and Freemasonry. He's regularly invited to give lectures and lead seminars in initiation-related topics in most European countries. That's through Rose Circle Publications. Very, very cool stuff. Good. We've got a page that's not available at the moment. This was supposed to talk about I can't remember, about Mhara Starling's new book. She just announced a new book. Why is it not coming up? Sorry, Mhara. Let's see. There we go. Mabinogi, that's probably the wrong way to pronounce it, but I'm doing my best. The cat's out of the bag. I wasn't planning on announcing this upcoming book for a couple of more weeks. My second book, Welsh Fairies, has only been out a short while, so I was giving this project a chance to breathe before making another big announcement. However, the pre-order for the Mabinogi book is already up, so I've already been receiving messages about it. So yes, I'm excited to announce Pagan Portals. However you pronounce the letter Y in Welsh, Mabinogi, exploring the magic and wisdom of Welsh mythology. Explore the magic of Welsh mythology and discover how to incorporate the wisdom of these enigmatic tales into the very fabric of your magical and spiritual practices. I don't know. Mabinogi is probably something like or I don't know. Mabinogi is an introductory guide to the enchanting tales found within the 4 branches of the Mabinogi. Each chapter explores the themes, character, magic and wonder of Welsh mythology is delivered in an accessible, approachable narrative. It also considers issues such as, are the characters in the Mabinogi gods? How can we draw inspiration from these stories for our magical or spiritual practices? And what can the four branches teach us about the world around us as well as ourselves? Obviously, I'll tell you more about this once it's available to order, but the pre-orders are in fact available already. If you head over to Amazon, then you can put in your pre-order already. I'll leave a link in the description. I hadn't even realized that the pre-orders were available already, but of course I'll leave a link for like an associate link for Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk, and apologies to all the other places in the world, but it'll be easy to find on your local Amazon for sure. Good. We've got A Path to Pele, a grimoire to journey beyond her caldera. A Path to Pele will guide the reader down a path of working with nature and natural elements. The practitioner will find exercises, rituals, and means to communicate with Pele, Hi'iaka, and Kamohoali'i, as well as those elementals they employ. Use the exercises and learn to create wards of fire, nature, and water. Learn to use nature-based archetypes to find willing advanced spirits to help carry out your will. Both beneficial and baneful means are taught here, and the discerning reader will understand how slight that difference can be. So this is Norse 900, who's presumably self-publishing this one. So you can find it both as a paperback or as a Kindle book. I think the topic seemed possibly worth exploring. So you can go and check that out. And we've got a couple more that look pretty exciting to me. This is John Michael Greer's latest book, The Philosophy and Practice of Polarity Magic, A Secret Wisdom of Sex, an exploration of a system of magical practice which works through the sublimation of erotic energies between two or more people. Polarity magic is a concept of occult study that is often shrouded in complexity and confusion. Now established author John Michael Greer explains its place in Western ceremonial tradition, providing a guidebook to using polarity magic, a powerful, effective, and balanced way of working magic in order to enhance and deepen magical practice. Again, this I think is going to be of interest to many people out there. There's quite a lot of misunderstanding around this concept, and Michael Greer's got a very approachable style, and I think that he's probably a very good candidate for making these ideas clear to many people. Clearly, somebody doesn't like the idea of it, but I don't think it's. Is it even out yet? Yes, October 29th, so it's been out for a week. There we go. I say somebody didn't like it, but clearly somebody liked it a lot as well. So there we go. 2 reviews so far. Then we've got The Forbidden Knowledge of the Book of Enoch, The Watchers, Nephilim, Fallen Angels, and the End of the World. Told you there's quite a lot of good stuff happening this week, right? So this is by Harold Roth. Harold Roth is the author, let me just reach behind me here, of The Sword of Moses. The Magic of the Sword of Moses, which was released a couple of years ago, and it's a really nice introduction to that grimoire, The Sword of Moses. So seeing that he's doing a treatment of the Book of Enoch is very exciting, I think. Jason Miller has read it, and he's clearly very excited about it. It's an important, often overlooked part of Jewish and Christian traditions that exerts a strong influence on Western magic and occultism. Harold Roth tackles complicated texts like the Book of Enoch and Jubilees, alongside traditions like Merkavah, mysticism and Christian demonology, and in plain language gives the clearest and best examination of the Watchers and the Nephilim that I have come across yet. So that's definitely quite quite an endorsement, right? So this is a Wiser book. Wiser are the company who publish Lon Milo Duquette's books, for instance. So very, very trustworthy source, and they pay great care to the quality of the material that they put out. So this is a safe bet, if that makes sense. So it's going to be out on the December 2nd, 2024, but I'm sure that many of you are already going to be thinking about putting in a pre-order. So yeah, you can do that through any of the links that I'll leave down in the description once again. Those are they are associate links. So once again, I get a small commission, right, every time you use those associate links and make a purchase after reaching Amazon through those associate links. And it doesn't really matter what you end up purchasing. It doesn't change the price for you. You don't actually see any difference. But Amazon send me a little commission, right? They send me a little bit of money, which is very helpful at the moment at the end of the month. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who does that. So let's see. From Renaissance magic to Dr. John Dee and early Christian apocalyptic texts, contemporary conspiracy theories, modern magical angelology, the Book of Enoch has been influential in many spiritual and religious traditions. What has been missing from the various approaches to the Book of Enoch are any real attempts to find out not only what is at the center of these stories, but also their connections to magic. So this book elucidates those connections. It sounds really, really exciting. Let me just get rid of this so it doesn't keep popping up. But it's going to pop up on the next page. Whatever. Okay, Fairy Whisperings, 111 Magical Practices for Connecting with the Fairies was my next book that I spotted this week. So you'll notice that it's fairy, Fairy. So we really are talking about the let's say the Victorian, Edwardian maybe idea of small forest folk with wings, rather than the dangerous, not dangerous, the very, very nice fair folk that are very nice, definitely very nice. And so this is number one new release in Angels, of course. Are you ready to embark on an enchanting journey filled with awe, magic, and wonder? As we grow up, our belief in all things magical can fade. Fairy whisperer Karen Kay is here to remind you that magic is everywhere, miracles happen, and fairies are real. They are the guardians of nature, playful, joyful, sometimes mischievous. So we're definitely talking about that turn of the century concept of fairies. But I think that there's some value, excuse me, I think that there's some value in that as well, I think that there's, from the perspective of a chaos magician, there's value in anything that you can pour your heart into, So if this particular way of approaching magic appeals to you, then I'm sure you could do worse. That's all good. So it's available as a Kindle book, as a paperback, but there's also an audio book available. So you can check all of that out in the links down below as well. 111 simple ways to open the door to this enchanting realm and connect with the fairies, including rituals, spells, meditations, and incantations. It sounds quite lovely. Okay. Oh, guys, do you know how hard it is nowadays to find a Kickstarter of a tarot or an oracle deck that is not created by AI? This one is by an actual ink artist, and you can hear it, right? just looking at this, you can hear it. The creator of this deck is Denise Anker, and she's an ink artist, and she loves everything about tarot. She says, I enjoy creating artwork for the cards and exploring their deeper meanings in each reading. And there is a very explicit mention at the bottom of all of this saying that no artificial intelligence has been used at any point in the stages of creation of this deck. And that being the case, I'm super impressed. So all of this is ink, and actually you can tell, you can see this is real. This is visceral. This comes from a human hand, right? This comes from a human heart, and it's just gorgeous, actually, right? I mean, when you first see it, you can hear the distortion on the guitars, kind of thing, right? But actually, looking at these cards one by one, I mean, some of them are clearly very heavy metal, right? But look at this. So the creator talks a little bit about the kind of art that she prefers, and talks about pointillism and so on and so forth. I think it's very cool. And there's this grimoire, this spell book that accompanies it if you choose to pick that up. It's not doing very well. I mean, people aren't backing it. I guess people are being kind of dazzled by the AI stuff. But yes, it's $45 for the standard deck, and if you want the guidebook to go with it, it's 70. And then if you want the grimoire to go with it, then it's 110, which I think is, that's all right. That's kind of standard for a deck. And if it's a deck that someone's actually worked on, instead of just type, okay, I need an ace of swords, an ace of swords, or an ace of cups or whatever, and just gone, oh yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, that'll do. Boom, print. Yeah, no, this is art, right? This is somebody's soul on the page. That's kind of the point. So yeah, that's good. The Dark Kingdom of Skeletons tarot deck, for those days when you're feeling a little bit skeleton-y. Okay. Oh, what's this? Did I? Oh, Selenichast. Okay. Oh my goodness. I thought I'd picked out a Temu link, but yeah, I don't like those pop-ups at the beginning of on the when you first arrive on a website. If it's like, okay, spin the wheel and see how much you can save and stuff, I don't like that. That's a red flag for me normally, right? I guess it probably is for this, but still, Selenichast is a website that I pointed out a few weeks ago with, I don't know if you remember those necklaces that looked like berries, that looked just really nice, really nice necklaces and bracelets and earrings and stuff like this, looking like gooseberries and blackberries and stuff like that. Well, they're doing these tarot pendants, and I believe you can get pretty much any of the major arcana. If I can show you over here, the lovers over here. What else do we have? Maybe if I go down there, or his strength over here. Wheel of Fortune looks really beautiful, doesn't it? Come on, load. Yeah. Yeah, it's really pretty. So some of them seem to be lockets, some of them seem to be just a pendant. Yeah, but I think they look really nice. So if you've got a particular affinity for a specific card, what's this one? The Sun. Yeah, if these are real, and I hope they are, if these are real, then I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. I'm impressed by the idea. I'm impressed by but they look real, right? They look like somebody's actually made these. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, if anyone wants to actually give that a go, let me just see if I can change the I've got PLN up here, which is Polish zlotys, just to see what that is in US dollars, right? So $45. Yeah, that's reasonable, I think. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Oh, the tower, look at that. Cool. Okay. Oh, there's the sun up there. Nice. Okay, so yeah, I thought I'd share that. And then what else do we have? We've got Common Era. We've got some more jewelry, folks. This is this. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit more traditional, right? So we've got a fine jewelry collection of talismans and amulets grounded in arcane knowledge and sacred symbols passed down from antiquity. From the protective powers of the ancient scarab to the mystical magic of the Sator square, each piece embodies centuries of wisdom and belief in the unseen forces that shape our world. I think these are lovely. Really, really nice. So let's have a look. I just briefly clicked on the Magic Sator Square there. This is the Gnostic Magical Healing Amulet. So these are all reproductions of actual amulets that have been dug up and that really existed, right? That were really in fact made. Ancient fertility and childbirth amulet. Yeah, reproduced in the form of modern jewelry, and I think they're really lovely. I think they're really, really nice. There we go. I'll let you discover all of that. What's this one? Leda and the Swan. Oh, my battery's low. All right, come on. Oh no, I think we'll be all right. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're good. And then let's move on to my game of the week, folks. This is a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Oh look, they've just gone up to $2 million. Okay, it's called Trench Crusade, a truly heretical skirmish war game set in an alternative World War I. Alternative in what way? Well, alternative in the way that the soldiers opened the gates of hell and are now fighting against the forces of hell. So there we go. So yeah, I'll let you read all of this in your own time. What's amusing to me is that it's very much in the vein of Warhammer 40k. You know, you're still having to kind of measure with an actual measuring tape the distance between your figurines and stuff like this. Yeah, it seems like an odd choice in 2024, considering, you know, that we've got so many great mechanisms that don't involve measuring, you know, millimeters between miniatures on a table. Nevertheless, when you see the miniatures, you can understand why this game is doing so well, and clearly they're advertising pretty well as well. You can see, like, what, really? Like, even Warhammer's got special rulers, right? The kind of immersive rulers, but he's actually got a tape measure. Okay, sure, why not? I think also people don't necessarily have a reasonable idea of how much time and effort it takes to paint a miniature figurine. Still, I don't want to turn people off. Look how amazing these figurines in fact are. Excuse me. Look at the Heretic Legion. All very dark, right? Very, very dark. New Antioch. Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent. Yeah, once again, those those electric guitars coming back in, right? It's so funny. That's cool. The Sultanate of the Iron Wall. Look at that brazen bull there. Very cool. Yeah. Very nice. Trench Pilgrims. Shrine and Anchorite. Crazy. Yeah, lots and lots of different factions, all looking very infernal. Very, very cool. There we go. Okay, I'll let you check all that out in your own time. Once again, folks, thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you so much for being here week in, week out. I do enjoy making these shows. Sometimes it's nice to have something else to think about. I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports the channel, however you choose to support it, even if it's just leaving a click on the like button. That helps so much, everyone. Or subscribing if you haven't done so already, leaving a comment, to help the algorithm reach other viewers who could maybe enjoy watching these shows. And a big heartfelt thank you to everyone who supports me through the Patreon or through the YouTube memberships. Just a big thank you. It means the world to me, folks. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, folks, I hope you are keeping okay, keeping well, and yeah, look after yourselves at the moment, and look after each other. Yeah. And I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care of yourselves. See you. Bye.